Hey, what's up YouTube? It's your boy Zay. Welcome back to a new video. In today's video, we're going to be showing you guys how to get better in Apex Legends and how to win more gunfights in Apex Legends. And first of all, I want to say thank you guys for supporting me and showing love. I appreciate you guys clicking on the video, showing love. And yeah. So before we get into the video, guys, I'm gonna plug my social medias down below. I live stream over on Twitch. If you guys want to come hang out and chat with me on my Twitch live, and just watch me game live over on Twitch. It's gonna be in the link down in the description. It's also gonna be on the screen. And follow my Twitter and my TikTok to stay up to date and know when I'm gonna be posting and uploading videos. But without further ado, let's hop right into the video. So first things first, we're going to be breaking down the video into 3 different categories of what I think is most important to getting better at Apex Legends, winning more gunfights in Apex Legends. So for the first step, guys, I'm going to say confidence. You got to know when you want to push people. You got to be confident in when you want to do something. You can't be sitting back and be like hesitant and like being pressured. It's just a game. I mean, at the end of the day, we're all practicing to get better. And you will get better over time the more confident you are. Another thing to know is when to be passive and when to be aggressive. There's times where you could be both, and there's times where you need to be more aggressive than you need to be more passive, or vice versa. I would say majority of the time, if you know that your opponent is weak and that you got them pinned down in the position to where you know that you can win that fight and you feel confident, I would say you should be aggressive. But if you're outnumbered and you have a team, I would say be more passive, wait for them, and get a better chance of winning that gunfight. So that's what I gotta say for confidence, guys. And let's move on to step number 2. For step number 2, or tip number 2, I'm gonna be saying, guys, positioning. So positioning in any game, not just Apex Legends. Another thing is that these tips don't just apply to Apex Legends, that they also apply to many other games, Call of Duty, Fortnite, other battle royals. You know, games like popular games similar to this, FPS games. Positioning, knowing where your enemy is the key to winning majority of your fights when it comes to gunplay. You got to know where your enemy's at, how many there are, what they have, what they don't have, if they're a full 3 stack, if they're 2, if it's 1 solo by itself, if he's weak, if he's full health, what color shield, what weapons. It's good to know all these things so you guys know exactly what you're getting into when you're pushing that person, or if you're gonna try to make a move on that person. Another thing to know is map knowledge. If you got a good sense of the map and you know exactly where you are in the map, you can like place separate angles, separate doors, separate houses, buildings, climb up to certain positions to just make you get in a better advantage. You get an advantage over your opponent. And knowing map knowledge would surely do that. As you can see, like I'm using my map knowledge to my advantage. I know that there's 2 spaces in between this thing over here, and yeah, I just use that to my advantage. And I would say that's really important to know like the map and the layout of the map to help you get better in Apex Legends and also win more gunfights. Another thing that you guys probably hear a lot in every game or every battle royale, at least, to get the high ground. If you guys have the high ground over an opponent, you have easier access to headshots. So do not be afraid to get the high ground. And yeah, the high ground. If you have the high ground, you're already at an advantage. And another thing I want to say is to use your tacticals, your abilities, and your grenades. As you can see, I use grenades over here, and I got all them weak, and I was able to easily push them. But yeah, that's all I got to say for tip number 2, or step number 2 for you guys. And let's get into the 3rd one. So for my 3rd and final tip to you guys, I would say practice. You don't get anywhere, you don't progress, you don't get better at anything in life if you don't practice at it. The more you practice, the more you will see a better outcome, the more you'll see progress. And yeah, that's how it is for games too, guys. You gotta practice. So one way to practice is getting into aim trainers like Aim Labs or Kovacs. I personally use Aim Labs. One of my favorite things to get me better at aiming is the grid shot or the spider shot. I usually play both of those too. I warm up for a good like 30 minutes to an hour on that. I'll tell you guys, if you guys use aim trainers, Aim Labs, etc., you will get better at the game. You will get better aim, and you will win more of your gunfights. Another thing, guys, I would say is in-game practice, and with that I mean like going into the fire range, picking up weapons you don't use, getting better with those, picking up weapons you do use, getting more, learning their recoil patterns, learning their damage, learning the bullet drop off and all of that. I would say you should always get into the fire range for at least 30 minutes and just warm up. Warming up is gonna convert over into game. You're gonna see the progress as you go along, and yeah, I would say go to the firing range, and also in-game practice. You could do in-game. It's not like you're being ranked or judged, so like try to do some things that you don't think that you could do. You got to be confident in doing those things. Like that's how you get better. That's how you evolve. That's how you become cracked at the game, guys. You just gotta have you just gotta practice. You gotta play more, and that's another thing coming in. Playing more public matches and practicing with weapons that you don't know. Like, it's good to have a go-to loadout in the game, but you're not always gonna get that. So it's good to practice with weapons that you don't use as well. And because it's not every game you're gonna get your dream setup, your dream loadout. And that's why I say practice with different weapons, practice with other guns, and also practice with different legends, practice with different abilities, different teammates. It's all part of a learning process, and it's just repetition, guys. You got to get better at it. You're gonna be good if you guys learn to use every gun at least decently, like enough to know their recoil patterns and to do at least damage until you do get your setup later on in the game. But just starting off, just dropping off the ship, you guys are not gonna get your setup all the time that you want, and that's where it comes to going in a fire range, going into aim labs, practicing with weapons that you might not use. But yeah, that's pretty much all I gotta say, guys. To win more gunfights, I'm gonna let the clips in the background keep playing out, and you can just see some examples of me using all my tips, like my confidence, my positioning, knowing when to be aggressive and when to push, my map knowledge, knowing enemies' positions, using high ground to my advantage to get an upper hand on my enemies, and yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, leave a like, and don't forget I do stream over on Twitch as Avert. The link will be down in the description, and also follow me on Instagram and TikTok where I post clips and videos. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you're new to the channel, why not leave a subscription, hit the subscribe button down below so you won't miss out on future uploads, tips, tricks, and tutorials coming into Apex Legends. And I love you guys. Thank you for all the support, and until next time, peace.
Good shit, good shit. That nigga stuck his ass and I still killed him. Oh, I got hit by that?
But you not
What's the rest, my fucking kill. Why did I do that? I did it again. On me, bro. On me, bro. I'm
get in. Alright, never mind.
They all on my door. Just get these guys. You gotta kill that lifeline, bro. I'm going for lifeline.
Lifeline on me, weak. Lifeline on me, weak.
31. She's weak, bro. Get her for 31.
Throw my ult.
Right here, right here. Somebody's in here. Somebody's in the thing.
Oh, yes.
He was in there.
Oh, yes, knock. Oh, there's one right here. You don't see me behind you, bitch.
Oh my god.
Where am I?
I'm grabbing the banner right now. I didn't grab it. No.
He's weak. He's weak. Octane running again.
Thanks, jump jet.
Come on.
He's one tap. Knocked him.
Got him.